Hey everyone, welcome to Things Lucy Reads. I'm Luce and it is Wednesday, so it is time for Top 5 Wednesday. The theme for this week is Top 5 Debut Novels, and so I'm just going to take that to mean the debut novels that you enjoyed the most. So yeah, let's get into it. The first one is Ash by Melinda Lowe, which is a lesbian slash bisexual retelling of Cinderella. I haven't read it in a few years, so don't quote me on that one. I'm gonna have to reread it to know for sure. So yeah, this was just a really cute, really easy to read book, and it was a great retelling, and yeah, not much else to say. If you haven't picked this up, you definitely should, and you should probably read Melinda Lowe's other books too, because she's pretty good. And then the next book I have is The Flywheel by Erin Goff, which I have talked about so much in the last few weeks since I read it. It's an Australian gay YA novel about a girl who runs a cafe in Sydney with her father and has a crush on the girl who dances in the tapas bar across the road. And she has to run the cafe while her dad's away and also deal with school and everything that's happening there. And just, it's really great, and yeah, definitely one of my favorite books, and you should all read this one if you haven't already. Another book that you should read if you haven't already is Gates of Thread and Stone by Laurie M. Lee, and following the trend, one of the characters in this, one of the main characters, is bisexual and he's a boy, so that is pretty cool. So I have done a full review of this. If you like, I will link it down below and you can check that out there. It's about a girl called Kai who lives in the labyrinth, and people go missing and they think it's because this person, the Black Rider, is stealing them. And so when her brother goes missing, she tries to find this mysterious person to get her brother back. And it was just really great, and I loved it so much, and it gets extra points for also having a really beautiful naked hardback. And then the next book might be kind of cheating a little bit. It's Mrs. Queen Takes the Train by William Kuhn. It's not his first book, but it is his first fiction novel, so I guess that still counts. Basically, the premise of this is that the Queen gets a little bit tired of being the Queen, and she's a little bit unsure about how the public feels about the monarchy and if she's still relevant. And so she goes off on her own to visit the Royal Yacht Britannia, which is moored in Edinburgh. So she makes her way from London to Edinburgh by herself, and her staff just freaks out when they realize that she's gone. And it is just such a great story, and it's very character driven. It's a lot about the other people in the book, not just the Queen, but I just absolutely loved it. I've done a review for this one too, and I will also link that down below. And then the last one is probably one that everyone's going to choose, but it deserves it, and that is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. And it's about this family that has a lot of misfortune, and in the most recent generation, a girl, Ava Lavender, was born with wings. And so it's just about their lives and their stories and the good things and the bad things that happen to them, and it's written in a really lyrical style, and so even though it's really devastating, it's also really beautiful. And yes, if you haven't read this one already, you should definitely get to it, because it is absolutely worth all of the hype. Okay, so these are my top 5 debut novels. These are ones that I really enjoyed. Let me know down below what your top 5 favorite, I guess, debut novels are, and if you've read any of these and what you thought. You know, the usual, you all know the drill. Yeah, and that is all for this video, and I will see you when I see you. Bye everyone.